Hey everyone, recently I started a project with one of my friends where I would build San Juan Capistrano. And once I finished it, I thought, why not just build the whole Surfliner? It's not much of a difference. But I started getting to work on that, and I thought, once I got a little bit past Laguna Niguel train station, I thought it'd be a good idea if I were to screen record it. And here I am. I already did it. I already recorded it. Just trying to figure out what to say. I'm just going along. Right here, I'm getting the control points on the junctions named for CP Solow, which is about a mile past, just short of a mile past the Laguna Niguel train station. And here I'm looking for assets to add for the Mao equipment spur. I don't know how often they use that spur, actually. In these long periods of time where the game is just sitting still, I'm looking on Google Maps and getting the distances for the tracks. So that's gonna happen a lot. I'm sorry about that. But it's just how I do it. I get the distance for the track. I get a ruler and I get that distance, and then I line up the track with it. It's a pretty effective method, especially when making a 1-to-1 ratio route in Trainz. It's honestly not even a difficult method either. Makes your lines accurate, and it doesn't take too much time. This whole video took me about an hour of screen recording. I think it's about an hour and 4 minutes. And here you can just see me doing that again. In this area, this is like kind of Mission Viejo. There's no detail, and I'm trying to see if I can find someone who'd be willing to detail an entire Surfliner route. I know the person I'm doing the San Juan route would be willing to do it, I just don't know if he has enough time. So if you know anyone who's willing to detail, like, I don't know, 150 miles of track once this thing is all said and done, that would be great. And then we could do like a whole video on it or something. It'd be pretty cool. Right then, I was just placing 2 railroad crossings, both of which are private crossings. One of them was for currently a construction site. They're building some off-ramp right by Laguna Niguel, right by where the trampoline park is, if any of you have been there. There's a big old complex right by the 5 freeway where there's a bunch of stores and a trampoline park. It's kind of cool. And here, the ruler's messed up. It was kind of annoying, because this was a pretty long distance I had to do. It was about 1.7 miles, if I remember correctly. About 9,000 feet. It's a pretty long stretch of track, going completely straight. That's the orange sub for you. And right here, again, I'm looking at Google Maps, getting some distances. The curves are a lot of fun, but because I try to make sure that the curves don't like look all messy and like kind of wave back and forth around a little bit. I know I probably messed up on saying that sentence, but I don't care anymore. But I'm pretty sure, well, considering I'm continuing, everything went fine. And right now, I start working on CP Bake. This is CP Bake, which is almost at the Irvine train station. This is also where the Dago, the bar SDG, likes to tie down. Or where it used to like to tie down. It doesn't tie down here anymore. It used to, though. Now it just sits down in San Bernardino for like a whole week sometimes. It's pretty sad. That thing's always like a day late. When I was on Google Maps and I was getting the distances for the Irvine siding, it's a lot longer than I thought it was. If I remember, it was 6,600 feet. And honestly, I didn't think it was that long. I thought it was closer to maybe 3,000 or 4,000 feet, but turns out I was completely wrong. I still need to make a couple, like 1 or 2 edits to the Irvine siding right down here at this end. If you look on Google Maps, you'll be able to see one tiny little track detail I missed. For whatever reason, the siding track decides to just wave around for like a second. I don't exactly know why. There's nothing there. It just does. So right here you can see me building the whole length of the siding, and then I lined up the other 2 tracks with it eventually. It's right around here. I would have done this all the way to the Irvine station, but I got deeply interrupted, so I had to stop at the edge of the Irvine siding. But I get a little bit more in here, because, well, obviously there's still 2 minutes left to the video. Right here, I'm looking at the extra pieces to the siding, or one of the extra pieces, because there's like a spur, and then like a siding within the siding that comes off of it. They keep some MAU equipment here, and there's these 2 little ballast cars that's way off to the side. The track I do at the very end, they keep 2 ballast cars at the very end of that. I've never seen them moved. I don't know if they actually use them. I'm sure at one point they did, but they don't anymore, at least. I've never seen it. And if any of you remember the Metrolink Power move, this is where they kept the whole rail train and everything. It was pretty cool. They had to do a little bit of switching with it though, because for whatever reason they didn't bring the caboose with it here, so they had to pick it up from CP Maple, which is right by Orange. They literally had it drop off on a siding in the middle of Orange. I don't know why they did that, but it's Metrolink. And right here, this was during like the last 5 or 6 minutes of me building. This is where I get that one track that's way off to the side with the 2 ballast cars I was just talking about. Right there, I just made sure I was getting the distances correct. And then right here, I get the piece that goes back in. I extend the little track, and it's over. That's pretty much it. So, nothing insane done here yet. I've just got CP Sierra, which is the southern point of San Juan Capistrano, up to basically CP El Toro, which is the north end of the Irvine siding. And that's it. Thanks for watching.